Let's get back to some earnings now. We had a really good performance coming in from Nitesh Estates this quarter. The revenues more than doubled for the company, and the company has now posted a profit versus a loss same time last year. That's for Q3 is what I'm mentioning. But even 9 months numbers look very good. Ashwini Kumar, the Executive Director of Nitesh Estates, joins us on the phone line from Bengaluru. Ashwini, good morning and thanks for joining us. It's been a stellar performance for the company. Just take us through what the average realizations were this time. What are the pre-sales that you did, and which are the projects that have seen good demand?
Good morning. I think to a large extent, the increase in revenue recognition happened on account of sales which were in the higher end of the segment and which were actually in fairly advanced stage of construction. And that is what actually allowed us to earn a much healthier revenue. And that is what has also resulted in a better bottom line. In terms of sales, if I look at it, we do have an issue with our project pipeline itself. There are some 7 million square feet of projects where we have launched, we have started the sales. The sales have been pretty good, but we have not yet been able to start the construction because the reason that the approvals are not in place. It seems like any time it will be in, but unfortunately, it has just been getting shifted. Okay. So in terms of sales, I would say that, there is not enough stock that we have been able to bring to the market. So our focus is to quickly bring more stock into the market to be able to sell more.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Ashwini,
I'm not really seeing a concern as far as the market is concerned in Bangalore.
Okay, Ashwini, good morning. That's exactly what I wanted to ask you. How many 1,000 square feet did you sell in Q3? How much are you likely to sell in Q4 and the first quarter? I'm giving you a longer visibility because I would assume some approvals will come. So give me the Q3 square feet sold, Q4 and Q1 next year expectation.
So Q3 we sold about 105,000 square feet of area, and I expect that in Q4 also the numbers would be somewhat similar. Over the whole of the next year, I would not really like to break it into Q1 of, let's say, the next year. But over the next year, we should be able to clock in about 1.3 million square feet of sales.
Oh, that would be a good jump. Realizations, what did you do in Q3? What is the expectation in Q4?
In terms of realization, as I said, since the revenue recognition was largely from the higher end, and therefore it has shot up to 10,400. Whereas, in the past it has been hovering around 6,000, 6,500. My expectation is that the traction which we have seen from our higher end projects, that will continue also in the Q4. So I expect the number to be fairly robust also in Q4 in terms of realization.
Okay, so that explains your profitability. 10,400 rupees average realizations is much higher than what you've done. Can you tell us for two of these luxury projects, Nitesh Park Avenue and Nitesh Napa Valley, how much have you sold so far, and how much is left to sell, and what is the revenue, unrecognized revenue from this project, these two projects itself?
In Park Avenue, the revenue recognition has not yet started because we haven't crossed the threshold. There are some 7 or 8 units which are to be sold in Park Avenue. As far as Napa Valley is concerned, their revenue recognition has happened to the extent of about roughly about 40% over the whole project. And in terms of sales, we have sold off nearly about 50% of the stock. So there is still more room to sell, so that is what is going to get us also, the revenue recognition in the coming quarter.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us, and all the best for the quarters to come.